Hello, Facebook. My name is Mike Yarema, and Mike Sears has graciously asked me to be a part of the 10 questions for Tucson musicians. Now, I told him, Mike, I'm not really a musician, and he said that my voice was my instrument. And I think he was serious. Fooled him. But anyway, I'm really gracious to be a part of this and to be put in the category of all these incredible, talented men and women that are musicians in Tucson. We have a lot of them. Okay, let's get started. Start playing. Well, the first time I started singing was probably when I was a kid singing to the radio. But when I first started playing an instrument was at the Gaslight Theater, probably in 98, or maybe it was 2004, I don't remember. But I was understudying Joe Cooper, and he was doing a bit in the Oleo where he does Bob Dylan, and I had to learn how to play the guitar and the harmonica for that thing. I learned 3 chords of the guitar, which is probably all I still know, and play the harmonica. Well, since then, now I've actually gotten pretty okay at the harmonica, and if you've seen the Blues Brothers, that's where I usually play it the most. So the harmonica, and then I play the comedy tambourine. I also play the comedy slapstick. And I take this one really seriously. I actually went to the Juilliard School of Music for the slide whistle. So, yeah. Experience. Believe it or not, and it's almost time for this, Easter, one Easter I was asked to play the Easter Bunny. So I got the whole outfit from the costume shop and the big Easter Bunny head. And it's pretty weird because the Easter Bunny doesn't say anything, it's just kind of, and inside the thing it's really, really hot, and you start sweating, and down your face you're getting, sweat in your eyes, and it itches. It might be good right now to take it and actually wear that out because you can't touch your face, you can barely breathe. So wear the Easter Bunny head this COVID. It's hard to say because I get fortunate normally to perform almost 7 days a week. But one of the things that has been a real passion of mine in the last several years is being part of these concerts. Mainly because I get to perform some of the music that I'm really passionate about. Also, I get to be part of the band, which is always comprised of amazing, talented musicians in their element. And I got the best seat in the house. I'm right there next to them, and I get to see how they communicate, and in a lot of ways feel like I'm a rock star, which is, of course, not the case, but I get to pretend. And so that's one of the things that I'm really grateful for, is to be put in a similar category as all these amazing, talented men and women that are in Tucson performing. Musical crush. I didn't really want anybody to know this, but my secret musical crush is probably Kesha. Yeah. I don't know why. I guess I just think she's kind of cute. Influence. That would probably be my brothers. They had very good musical taste, and when I was a kid, they introduced me to lots of people like the Beatles, Simon and Garfunkel, Creedence Clearwater Revival, and many more. So other than, beating me all the time and bullying me, thanks, you guys. That would have to be Dr. Demento and Novelty Songs. When I was a kid, I thought those were the D's. I would listen to a radio show called 92.9 Cool FM at the end of the night. It would be hosted by Jim Bednarik, and he would play, of course, awesome oldies like ones I loved, but also he would throw in these novelty songs, and that included people like Weird Al and Fish Heads. I don't know who did that. They Might Be Giants, and it was I don't know if he ever threw those on, but anyway, novelty songs. Oh, I don't know, elevator music. Take a song that's really good normally and then turn it into like synthesized. Not too interested in that. Oh, but maybe also a little bit of rap. I like some rap, but just if it's a rap song that, in my opinion, has a negative message, I'm not interested in listening to it. 3 words. Trying to improve. Wow, that's it. That's interesting. I guess I'd start with the Beatles. I'd start with the White Album, and that's cheating because there's 2 discs. But it's got a lot of great Paul, songs. When he kind of, did what he did best. His poppy songs, and then you've got your John songs, which is when he was kind of going in his own direction. It's got a lot of variety on that album. I think I even like the one that Ringo sings. It's called Lullaby, and it's really sweet. If it is on that album, I think it is. Okay, my next album would probably be, and this is also cheating, would be CCR's Chronicle. It's their greatest hits album. It takes, basically the best of and sticks it all together, and they're all, like, every one is great to sing to. What else? Oh, a little deviation here from my normal oldies thing, but I would do Disintegration by The Cure. I think it's a really wonderfully produced album, and it's got a lot of wonderful songs, and it would be great on a real depressing 6-month trip, because at some point you're going to be like, oh man, this is taking way too long, kind of like right now. What else? Oh yeah, I probably also, while I was doing spaceship things, pressing buttons, pulling levers, I want to put something nice on in the background. So I would probably put on like a jazz album, like John Coltrane's Blue Train, because I listen to that all the time here at the house, and I like it. It's always good. And my last album for 6 months to Mars would be Graceland by Paul Simon. Mainly just because it's an awesome album, never gets old. Sing to it. Yep. Sweet. What else? Isn't that an oxymoron? Working musician? No, but in all seriousness, an acting or working musician, somebody like me, a performer or an entertainer, I've just kind of called it entertainer right now, because that's basically what we do. If you want to do it, that probably means you need to do it because it's your passion. So if that's your passion, my advice would be go for it. It's never going to be an easy journey, and you may not always succeed, or you may never succeed. But the point is if you love what you do and you're happy doing it, then go for it. Shower. Well, thanks to my Uncle Glenn, he made this my shower song when I was a kid. Mainly because in the house that he and my aunt lived in, you could hear anybody singing in the shower, and he would always sing, Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. And he would do it really badly. Sorry, Uncle Glenn. But he would do it really badly, and it would just make me giggle, and I would just laugh. So I don't sing in the shower often, but if I do, I'll pull that one out. Okay. Well, hey, I hope everybody's having a nice, relaxing time off, especially all my Tucson musicians friends. And I'm looking forward to the next installment of Top 10 Questions for Tucson Musicians. Signing off.